Hello and welcome to Switchin in the Kitchen, the show where I take a recipe that already exists, switch out every single ingredient with a randomly selected ingredient, and then attempt to recreate the recipe using the alternate ingredients. I'm using the easy-to-use Beginner's First cookbook, and the recipe I'm going to use today is Victoria Sponge Cake. The original ingredients are as follows: 3 large eggs, a few drops of vanilla extract, 175 grams of soft butter, 175 grams of caster sugar, 175 grams of self-raising flour, 60 milliliters of jam, and icing sugar to dust. And now you can forget that, because what it's really going to be, egg is going to become salsa, vanilla extract will become potato, butter is going to be fondant icing, caster sugar will become milk chocolate, self-raising flour, I'll be using cornflakes. Instead of jam, I'll be using white chocolate, and in place of icing sugar, I'm going to use cocoa powder. Oh, that kind of works. So, this might not be too bad. And again, there's salsa in it, I don't know. To the kitchen! So here are my ingredients. This shopping trip cost considerably less money than the last one. And I am ready to bake. What's step 1? Step 1. Preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Or gas mark 4. I'm guessing this is gas mark 4. Whoops, that's not the oven, this one's the oven. Now I'm guessing this one's gas mark 4, eh? I know how to work an oven. Grease 2 20cm sandwich tins and line the bases of each with baking parchment. Grease them with what? Butter? Line the bases with baking parchment. Oh man. Oh, wait. There we go. Step 2. Beat the eggs with the vanilla extract. So the recipe calls for 3 large eggs, and how that translates into salsa, I'm not really sure. I guess if this is a large egg, 3 really heaped spoonfuls. A little bit more just in case, because that egg did come quite high off the spoon. And as a substitute for vanilla extract, I'm not sure how you can have a few drops of potato, but yeah, that'll do. Right, now I've got to beat this. Beaten. In a large bowl, cream the butter and sugar until pale and fluffy. Right, so I want 175 grams of each. So that's 175 of fondant icing, milk chocolate, 175. So I have to cream this until it's pale and fluffy. Okay. Mixed together, please. Well, I reckon that's about as mixed as I'm going to get them. It's not really pale and fluffy, but I tell you what, this looks really good. I'm gonna have to try a bit. It's like a cream egg. It tastes like a cream egg. Step 3. Stir in the eggs, adding a spoonful of the flour to prevent the mixture from curdling. I really don't want to do this because that is a delicious mixture, and I feel like salsa is going to kind of spoil what this has going on. But it's what the recipe calls for, so... And I gotta stir it in with a spoonful of the cornflakes, which I have weighed out over there. Spoonful of cornflakes. Let's mix this up. Fold in the remaining flour. Fold in the remaining cornflakes. I'm not really sure what that kind of entails, just kind of like, I guess, but cornflakes are light, so 175 grams. It's quite a lot. Alright, so that's kind of mixed now, and I can tell you, it doesn't smell that great, but I'm anticipating it being better than that herb thing I made before. Next step, please. Step 4. Divide the batter between the 2 sandwich tins. Now I'm looking at them, they don't actually look too bad. They kind of look like flapjack from a distance. If you come over here. They could be flapjack, right? Bake for 20 to 25 minutes until both sponges are golden and firm. They're already golden, but they're not that firm. So I'm gonna put them in the oven. I'm not gonna leave them for 20 to 25 minutes though. I'm just gonna keep an eye on them because I'm not really sure what's gonna happen when this cooks. I'm worried about burning, so I'm gonna keep an eye. There's 1. And there's 2. Alright. See you in less than 20 to 25 minutes. Right, I've left that in there for the full 25 minutes. I've checked on it every couple of minutes and it seemed pretty fine and didn't seem like it was burning, so I'm going to remove it now from the oven and let's see how it looks. Hopefully I won't burn myself. I'll probably turn the oven off before I do this actually. There you go. I'll tell you what, that does look, was it supposed to be golden and firm? Looks pretty nice, doesn't it? Step 5. Leave to cool in the tins for a few minutes, then turn out onto a wire rack. Remove the paper and leave to go completely cold. Leave them to cool in the tins, no problem. So that's been a few minutes and it is, yep, that's cool enough to touch. Alright, I'll turn it out onto the wire rack, yeah, and then leave to go completely cold. Still fairly hot. I use the oven gloves just so I can touch it comfortably. Oh my goodness. That looks real nice actually. Apart from you can see a few red bits that are the salsa. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. Okay, these are nice and cold. Step 6. Sandwich the 2 halves together with plenty of jam. What's the best way to do this, do you think? I could just break it into pieces and just like place them all around. Or I could like melt it and spread it. Or I could grate it. It literally says in the recipe, sandwich the 2 halves together with plenty of jam. So it doesn't actually say, so I'm just going to just put the white chocolate there. It doesn't say grate the jam or melt the jam. What would you consider plenty? The whole bar? I don't know. I'll just do that. I'll just fill it up. I'd say that's about right. Sandwich them together. Hopefully this doesn't break. I'll use the spatula. Please stay together. Actually, it looks like a cake. Sift a little icing sugar over the top. Who needs icing sugar when you've got cocoa powder, am I right? Maybe a bit much. Well, actually, that doesn't look bad. Apart from the salsa, I would actually be quite excited to eat this. So, now it's time to try it. Okay, so I'm here with Joe and Chris.
Hello.
Hello. They are going to be trying the food instead of me because of what happened last time.
Bit nervous.
Victims.
It can't be that bad.
I think this one's actually better than the last one. I mean, I'll probably try this as well because I'm kind of looking forward to this, to be honest. You ready?
Yeah.
We haven't seen it yet, by the way.
Okay.
That could be worse.
That could be a lot. Wait a minute.
Oh, is that cheese? Oh,
Is that cornflakes?
I'm not looking forward to this.
That,
You're not looking
that
forward to it?
looks fairly appetising though. It look.
Oh, hang on. That smells like brownie. This is like a nice brownie.
It actually could look a lot worse. I think it looks fairly appetising.
I'll cut 3 slices.
I think I'm seeing cheese, and I'm not a huge fan of cheese, really. Can't place it. What is that smell?
As you can see, it hasn't sliced very well.
No.
It's just kind of a crumble, but we make do. Okay, so if you'd like to dig in,
I don't want to.
have a sample.
Oh my gosh.
Is that Coke? Oh, no.
Not so keen?
No.
Oh, no. What have you done?
What is it? What is this?
You're not keen?
No.
I'm not keen. Are you keen?
It's not bad. It's not that bad. I've eaten worse.
I can't place my finger on what it is I don't like though. It's just a really
All I know is it tastes absolutely horrible.
I think I'll probably put too much cocoa powder on top.
No, the cocoa powder is fine. The chocolate in it's fine. The cornflakes are in it's fine. And then there's something else that's been.
Oh yeah, something else.
Yeah. And it's disgusting.
Yeah, it's not fantastic.
If I got this in the cafe, I'd ask for it to be taken back.
If I got this in the cafe, I'd throw it at them.
Scores out of 10?
2.
1.
I'll probably say 3 or 4. What do you reckon's in there?
Cocoa powder,
Yeah, there's cocoa powder.
cornflakes,
Definitely cornflakes.
white chocolate.
Yeah, there's white chocolate.
Is it milk chocolate?
There is milk chocolate in there as well.
What's like coconut in it?
There's no coconut.
No.
There are 2 other ingredients. Well, there's a little bit, a tiny bit of potato in there, but it's insignificant.
Milk chocolate, white chocolate, cornflakes. Is there tomato?
Is there tomato? I guess yes, but it was more of an ingredient of one of the ingredients.
Garlic?
Garlic's probably an ingredient of the same ingredient, yeah.
So was it like pasta sauce or something? You bet.
Yeah, you're the right. There's salsa.
Oh.
Oh,
that's
gosh.
it.
That's the ingredients in it.
Oh, I can't stand sauce.
Because all the others match. Because there's also fondant icing in there as well.
Really?
But when I baked it, that kind of melted away to nothing, I think.
It looks like it could have been such a nice thing though without the salsa in it. I honestly,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had an issue.
Without the salsa, I would have given it maybe like an 8.
It would have been nice without the salsa, but the salsa kind of just made it really weird.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for being on the show.
Thanks for having us.
I'll link these guys both have channels. I'll link those in the description. If you want to subscribe to me also, please do that. Please do that subscribe to me thing. Please do that. That'd be good. Thank you. I'll see you next time on Switchin in the Kitchen. I was kind of hoping you guys would.
I was gonna
join
do it, but then I thought, what if he doesn't want me to?
Join me next time on Switchin in the Kitchen.